We've done a lot of 351 Windsor content here on the channel over the past 5 years, but there's one thing that I've always wanted to accomplish and I wanted to try just to see how much power it would make. So we got some extra parts sitting here on the stands and up here in the boxes that I'm considering pulling down from the shelves and bolting it on some of the stuff on the stands. Have a little bit of turbo fun with it while we wait for the 387 stroker to get rebuilt and see what kind of fun we can bring to the channel. There's no doubt here on our channel that we've had a lot of success with a lot of stock block stuff. Whether we were building on a budget 302 flipped pistons GT40 build, or we were just simply doing the 387 stroker, which we have still plans for. The one thing that I've always really wanted to do is take a 351 Windsor straight from the junkyard and bolt up a turbo kit to it, a little cheap boosted power, and then head over to our dynos and put some power to the wheels. Currently the 387 stroker is in rebuild status, so we got the bell housing and the TKX and the transmission clutch setup, whatever, to just go ahead and put something together while we wait for the 387 to get rebuilt, because I definitely want to do some different content with that 387 stroker and then have it ready sort of for the spring summer to bring it back out so we can do our Buffalo videos. Considering the fact we got a lot of content to do with the white car and the coupe, we're going to be making a transition of moving all these parts from one car to the other. We have a custom turbo kit that we put on our 363, and we have a twin turbo kit that we currently have planned for the coupe. So that leaves us with this extra turbo stuff that we've had laying around from the old builds that we had with the 408 and the 363 that we could just have some stock block power with and have some fun with it and just enjoy the content that we put here on the channel with you. Considering both of these blocks are straight out of the Boneyard, they make for great blocks that we can tear apart a little bit and just do just that. Stick one of these old turbo kits on it, put it down in the black car while we wait for the 387, start making some power on the dyno. Now, we definitely have a lot of work to do here on the channel, getting the white car and the coupe transitioned over. But this type of content right here, it's pretty easy to do. And I enjoy doing it and bringing the content here to you guys here on the channel. So we're going to pull one of these motors out and see what kind of parts we need to get ordered if we were going to actually make an attempt at making some stock block power. Before we get started, I want to make mention that we have merch over at Neomustangs.com. New hats with Neo Mustangs and Stick Shift Life. The white car, the black car, and we even made a t-shirt specifically just for the TKX, the T56, and the T5. So then you get to rock what kind of transmission you got if you're rolling some gears at an event. So go check out the merch. I appreciate everybody who has. So the first order of business really is to figure out which 351 Windsor we're going to use in this video. Hey, both of them look like shit. Let's not lie, especially this one. And this is the one that I would be most likely to use. So we may save this engine build for just that video. Wheel this engine out, get it over here into the light, and then we'll take kind of an idea of what we're gonna do with it. Maybe someday we will actually get to this Coyote and we'll do exactly the same thing we're doing here. Just stick a turbo kit on it and make it fly. Bone stock out of the junkyard. But that's for another day. What we plan on doing in this video is just going ahead and popping off the exhaust manifolds, cleaning it out, taking out the lower intake, and legitimately just taking the oil pan off and to see how clean it is. Because right now, it looks like shit. So let me grab some tools. We'll start tearing this motor apart. Because if this one doesn't work, then we might be taking out the other one that we were going to save and checking its bill of health. Seatbelt is strong, super duper strong. When you don't got a chain, take an old seatbelt and take some of the old ones that we got and big long toe straps with them and shit. It's always like the first bolt, sheared right off. So before we go any further with this block, considering what I've already made a mess with, I'm gonna go ahead and take this valve cover off and see what it looks like underneath. That'll give me a good telltale sign of kind of the block health. That's what's going on inside. Yeah, that don't look very good at all. Probably not something I want to take a chance on and and put it down on my black car. Let's go take the valve cover off the other 351 Windsor we got sitting over here and see if that one doesn't fare any better. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Now, I know you shouldn't probably judge a book by its cover. This is definitely some sludgy shit, and I'm not gonna take a chance and run this in my black car. So we're gonna pull that other one forward, put this one back where it was at, clean our little mess up, start taking that one apart and take a look at it. Still be probably a good core block for any of the pistons and combos that we wanna put on it. So. Look at this oil pan, almost looks like it would fit the foxbody. But it does look like this block had a freeze plug issue at some point and somebody fixed it? I don't know. Let's go ahead and switch to the other side, get the intake and the manifolds and the valve covers stripped off. Then I'll flip it over, check out the oil pan real quick, take a quick look at the block, and then we'll look at some of the parts that we got. Definitely a nice block inside for sure. Get some of the garbage off. Definitely had a overheating issue or freeze plug issue or something, because on both sides of the block it's got a couple plugs. So we'll end up, I don't really want to tear it all the way down and tear it apart. I just want to bolt shit on it and go make some power, to be honest with you. But I'm gonna have to address a couple problems that are normal with, you know, these GT40 and 351 Windsor roller motors. They always, no matter how much I heated those up, they just sheared off. They're just literally just seized in there. So pop the oil pan off, check out a main cap real quick. I think it's a pretty good block to use to just drop in the black car, see how much a bone stock motor can make. I haven't decided on what I'm gonna do yet. How clean the oil pan was. There was some debris in the bottom, but I just cleaned it off. Somebody obviously admitted it. You know, you can tell by just the gasket, like I said earlier. But this looks really good. Little clean stock bottom end build. And this is nice. It's got a double roller timing chain, which tells me that it's got the TE cam, which is the truck cam, which is like the foxbody camshaft. I'm pretty sure those are hyper pistons. So that's one of the cool things about a 94-97 roller 351 is it pretty much mimics the same thing an old 302 would, like a 93 to like 2001, where it's got hyper pistons and it's got a, you know, 444 lift cam and such. So we're gonna take a main cap off, which will probably just take this number 4 off, and I'm gonna take one of these rod caps off and take a quick look at what my bearings look like, and then we'll finish this video up and talk about what's next. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark with an X on the 2 that I took apart. I gotta re-torque those. In order to do this stock bottom end build, we're gonna have to change this oil pump anyways and change the pickup and oil pan. So I gotta re-torque this anyways. But I just wanna check it, see what it looks like. Yep, showing some copper. Not terrible. Looks like some stuff has been through it. Rod bearing looks really good. Now the question is it worth boosting? Is it worth taking our time to take the whole engine apart? And at this point, we're at a basic rebuild. After seeing the main bearing, I'm not gonna send it like that. I mean, I've seen them similar and run just fine, but rod bearings look really good. But basically all we're trying to do here is put together a, you know, a nice stock bottom end 351 build. I've always wanted to do it with the cylinder heads. I'm talking stock long block. Naturally, we're not going to be able to get away with cheating the intake, so we would probably end up doing the elbow, the rails, and the lower that has the EFI ports on them. As we had bought that for the 408, but we're gonna end up running the trick flow setup on the 363 and the other 410 that we're building as a spare. So with that being said, the one thing I did want to do with the head studs is I wanted to take one of these out at a time and replace them with head studs. But now, considering we got like 3 extractions on these cylinder heads, I think what we'll do, like we did with the 302, and flip the pistons. You know what I mean? If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, we flipped the pistons in my dad's 302, and all like the last 3 302s that I've done, I flipped the pistons in. I'm wondering if that'll have the same effect if I do it in a Windsor. I don't know. Just let me know what you guys think at the bottom of the comments. Can't cheat the intake. We're gonna have to use one of our higher dollar intakes. You can't really find a budget thing for that like you do 302s. We're gonna have to refresh it, but it's just gonna be a very simple ring and bearing refresh. Nothing crazy. New head gaskets with head studs. Used head studs at that matter. Super duper budget, like we found it in the junkyard. Put it together, and then come back here, get on the shelf, and start putting the turbo kit together. We got a little bit of content to do here with this. If we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it right. You know, we'll come back here and we'll dig into this box. I got a little on 376 with a billet wheel sitting right there. This is the 363, and this is the 408 box of all the extra turbo stuff that we've had laying around for over the years. You know, it'd be a pretty easy setup for us, as we've done that before, and we even have tunes for it. We got some extra spare turbo parts sitting here on this bench, and then intercoolers up top there that we could use. And just try to put something together. I mean, sometimes, you know, 351 Windsors, you don't get them and they're in good condition at all. This one, definitely not going with. There's so much sludge in here, I wouldn't even consider it. But that would be good for a 357 or a 408, or just because they look like that don't mean they're gonna end like that. You guys enjoy this sort of content, leave me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment below, let me know what you think. Let me know what parts I'm gonna need to gather to make this thing switch over from a 302 to a 351. You guys already know we know what we're doing here. But I want to load the comments up with the parts that we need one at a time. I got a couple parts already that we have to create this build. If you haven't subscribed already, consider subscribing. Check out that join button, become a member of the channel. Check out that merch at neomustangs.com. I thank you guys for watching. We'll see you soon in the next video.